All right, today we're diving into a really interesting topic, vocabulary development in bilingual children. So let's start with a really common myth you've probably heard before, the idea that bilingual children end up with smaller vocabularies. But as we're about to see, the reality is way more nuanced and honestly pretty cool. The whole key to understanding this is really about how we measure vocabulary. You see, if you only look at the words a child knows in one of their languages, yeah, the list might seem a bit smaller. But when you combine the words they know from both languages, that's what we call their total vocabulary. And that total number is often equal to, or sometimes even larger than, a monolingual child's. And this isn't just a theory. The research really backs this up. Study after study, like the ones mentioned here, has shown that while the word count in a single language might be lower, that total vocabulary is right on track with their monolingual peers. In fact, some studies have even found that bilingual toddlers can actually have a larger total vocabulary. So what's behind all this? Well, it really comes down to one crucial factor: language exposure. That's basically just the amount of language a child hears and gets to interact with. It turns out this input has a really strong effect on how many words a child can produce and the overall size of their vocabulary. What's really fascinating is how this exposure works. A child's vocabulary size in each of their languages is directly tied to how much input they get in that specific language. And this doesn't just apply to words, it's true for grammar too. It's like their brain is building two separate language systems side by side, and each one grows and develops based on its own unique level of exposure. So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's that looking at just one language is missing half the picture. The true, accurate measure is the total vocabulary across both languages. And when we look at it that way, it's clear that bilingual children's development is right on track. This video is brought to you by the IELTS FOCUS Zello 08477059973, an English center specializing in IELTS preparation.